Hey Dave, Wolfman Jeff here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Frustrating, just very frustrating. I tell you, if we had done this at the half, it would have been a very different video. I'd be talking about, hey, defensively, we're looking better. Agbadu looks like a good signing, and we need more of that. But things changed. Obviously, earlier on, Strand Larson going down. My first concern that came in was, I like Hwang Hee-chan, but he's just not on right now, and I didn't know why Guedes wasn't put on instead. That, to me, would have made more sense. I was kind of questioning that substitution. Then, of course, we got the red card, or they got the red card, sorry, and it looked a little harsh. I was a little surprised we got the red card for us, not against us, and we were facing a 10-man Arsenal team for a while. But we didn't really take advantage of it. So going into the second half, we were still 0-0, happy about that, but I don't think we took advantage of that in the second half. We didn't really start coming on back until about the 60th, 65th minute. It looks like we were kind of kicking on, which was a long time for facing a 10-man Arsenal team before we really started making moves. My second concern with substitutions was early on, Joe Gomez got his yellow card, and Pitbull will pitbull, and so he's always going to push it, and so he kept kind of pushing and getting close to another yellow. He got lucky several times, so I'm really surprised he wasn't substituted earlier and brought in Tommy Doyle. I think those two substitutions were really confusing for me. Why not, if we brought Guedes in first, and if we brought Tommy Doyle in earlier, I think it's a complete different match. A bit frustrating. We had an opportunity. One, we didn't take advantage of that opportunity until later on. And two, we lost that opportunity with some questionable substitutes or lack of substitutes. And we just lost our focus. And after a while, it's just, it looked like we might be able to pull it off. If not a win, certainly a draw. So that is a point lost. I think this is probably the earliest I've been concerned about a new manager, and I'm trying not to be too discouraged. I'm usually a positive person, but we're going to move beyond this one. But the substitutions made no sense to me, Dave. Hey, this is Wolfman Jeff here in Chattanooga.
Hey Dave, Dave of New York Wolves, heading out of McHale's, official home of New York Wolves. After the Arsenal match, so disappointed. I mean, on the positive side going into today, I don't think we expected any points. So I think we would have taken a close 1-0 defeat that didn't do too much damage to the goal difference. We would have taken that before kickoff. So from that respect, not too bad, but the way the game played out, really disappointed. That would have been a massive point to pick up. I know Ipswich got tanked. Hopefully Leicester, hopefully Spurs don't Spurs tomorrow and Leicester get tonked. But that feels like a missed point, doesn't it? A dropped point, at least a point. And especially because it's not just, we had a chance to get something from a match with Arsenal, but we actually got the benefit of a well-dodgy VAR decision. That, what's the name? Never in a million years is that a red card. Yellow all day, but, not really dangerous. So we got the advantage of a dodgy call on VAR, and we didn't take advantage of it. We didn't look like we had enough to win the match and score a goal. We were on top. We were playing against 10 men, a really good 10 men. Let's not forget that. But at that point, even with them down to 10 men, I would have taken a 0-0 draw, at least get an extra point that we wouldn't have expected. So sort of frustrated, because I honestly feel like it's those marginal matches like today that are going to be the difference between staying up and going down, because the teams below us that maybe get a cheeky point when they didn't deserve it, and we didn't get a cheeky point when we maybe did deserve it, or at least should have had it. I don't know, that could be costly at the end of the season. So I don't know, disappointing. Agbadu looks like a solid signing, I have to say that. Strand Larson, that's a big miss, although he's been off the boil a bit in the last couple of matches, so not that I wanted him to get injured, but maybe a bit of a break for him. He comes back stronger, maybe better. But we need some signings, and we need some signings quick to really boost the squad, give us a bit of a lift. And gets easier, right? Villa and Liverpool next, so I don't know, mate. It's going to be a long season. I just want to wake up and have it be the end of May. People already calling for Pereira's head. You can't even make it up. Everyone's pillorying O'Neill. We finally get rid of him, and now we want to get rid of the next manager. You can't make that shit up, can you? So anyway, from a bitterly cold New York, up the Wolves.
Hello Wolves fans, this is Dinny here in Cork in Ireland, and while this season has been going on, I have felt that Wolves, in terms of the position in the league, have been down there but not really in it. After today, I really feel Wolves are in it. There's a relegation fight going on. There's 4 teams in that relegation fight, and Wolves are one of them, and the other 3 are the 3 promoted teams. One of those promoted teams can win tomorrow, that's Leicester, and then they'll go above Wolves, and Wolves are in the relegation zone. On today's performance, the first half, I never felt at any point Wolves were going to score a goal. They did pretty good, weren't too bad at the back. I liked the way that Wolves married the defence and the midfield. Jose Sa gave me numerous causes to ring my cardiologist. But you know what, it was 0-0 at half time. Arsenal down to 10 men. By the letter of the law, it's a sending off for Arsenal, but I felt it was a bit soft. And then the second half, with Strand Larson going off, missing a target man, even more blunt. There was a period in the second half where I thought Wolves came alive. Cunha had a couple of shots. There was one half volley that went wide and could have went in. Then, of course, Joe Gomez. I love that guy. He might be my favourite Wolves player after the week Cunha had, especially. But I love Joe Gomez. He leaves everything on the field. He's just a real... He wears his heart on his sleeve for me, and he's a fantastic player. Silly boy to get sent off, especially with the first yellow being kicking the ball away. Wolves are down there. They're in it, guys. There's a reality now that we have to take on board. The February fixtures are horrendous. Do not look at them. I think it's Villa next week. Then the last fixture in February is Fulham. I think that's the first point Wolves get in February. So don't expect anything to improve. I'm not giving this a match rating today because I'm very, very, very down about it. And I'm not going to give a player of the match a player rating because the same reason. I'm very, very down about it. I think Wolves are heading back to the Championship, which, you know, now in the longevity of my support of Wolves is fine. I've supported Wolves more in the Championship than I have the Premier League, and I've been to more Championship games in Molineux than I've been to Premier League games, but I don't want to be going back there, guys. It's grim enough. It's a grim day for me. Today I finally realised Wolves are going down, unless those 3 promoted teams continue to be worse than Wolves. Yeah, love. Look at this guy, by the way. Look at this guy on the VR.
Dude, someone's at
What are you doing? Who are you punching?
a dude.
A dude. It's just, you know, I might go into that world and just pretend Wolves are top of the league. Yay!
This is Chris from Eidsvoll in Norway, speaking moments after the 1-0 loss at home to Arsenal, which is a bit of a unique game in many ways because of the circumstances of it. What did I want to see before the game? I wanted to see a lot more fight and desire and urgency than I did against Chelsea, with performance which was totally unacceptable, and you know, again, a performance that my down tools didn't want to know. What did we see today? We saw, and I don't use this word lightly, we saw a team of cowards. When that became 11v10, they couldn't handle it. the Wolves players. They couldn't handle the fact that now there'd be no excuses and they'd have to dominate and win the game and create chances. They're very comfortable, this lot, by saying, oh, you know, we're playing a better team and we're probably going to lose anyway. Oh, it'll look like we do our best. There they are in that comfort zone, and they're very, very comfortable in it. And but all of a sudden, they were in a position of responsibility and they couldn't handle it. They couldn't cope. They weren't able to man up. And I will say man up. It's about men being men. So as well as a team of cowards, we lack at times, and it's never been more obvious than today, a team, a set of players, a squad, but lacks totally footballing intelligence. Now, I'll say that in two ways, both individually and as a team. The way we're playing 11v10, that's not the way to play 11v10, to sit back and try and plan the counter-attack at 11v10. And that's what we were doing at the start of the second half. You'd have thought it was us that had 10 men, not Arsenal. And, of course, it got levelled up, didn't it? João can't do that. He knows he's on a yellow. He can't do that. He didn't need to do it. And he was lucky. He could have got a red before that. But does responsibility there beforehand go on Vitor? Because at the end of the day, could he have taken him off? Because he was walking a tightrope, as he often does. He often does walk a tightrope, doesn't he, when he's on an early yellow card, which he quite regularly is. I think, you know, I'm going to have to criticise the manager for the first time here. Tactically, I think he got it wrong. I think he should have taken off João Gomes at half time, because there was always a chance. Our only chance to win was 11v10, and it was going to get evened up. It did happen, and I thought as soon as they started playing sideways, backwards, slow, 11v10, that's the time he should have said, no, enough. We try and win this game, and sent on some positive substitutions. He didn't do that. He left the game drift at 0-0, 11v10. He let the game drift into what it became. So I think he's just as responsible, the manager, on this occasion, as a bunch of cowards that call themselves a team. This has got relegation written all over it. It really has. I'll say the word again. Cowards.
Hi everyone, it's Asa from Parma here. Things are starting to get a bit difficult. A bit concerned now. We threw away once again a golden opportunity when Arsenal were down to 10 men. And still we managed to lose. It takes skill to lose games like this. We have these particular and good skills to lose games like this. It's really frustrating because we could have won that actually. We had the opportunity 11 against 10, but someone decided to leave João on the pitch while booked. We all know what kind of player he is. He gets easily angry and boom, that's it. 10 against 10 and they won. I feel a bit sorry for Sa because he did a couple of great saves, and then Riccardo Calafiori, he couldn't catch that. Really, I really can't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. It's the same old situation. We keep making the same mistakes, the same old errors. I'm just hoping they will use, let's say, these 9 days left to buy someone new, a striker, a midfielder, someone new in the team. We absolutely need a change or we're going down. It's not... I don't see any positives here, actually. The next one is against Villa. Not confident at all. We're going to lose. I can say we're going to lose or maybe a draw. If we win, I will offer everybody a piece of Parmigiano Reggiano here. But I'm really not that confident. Not really. I'm just hoping we're not going down. That's it.